Up guys, Yaza here, and I am back to give you my song by song review of this album, Alter Ego by Lisa. I've sat with it for a week, and by request I am doing a song by song review of this album. I know my last few videos have been about Blackpink, but right now I think it's just their moment, and I want to get this out before Jennie releases her Ruby album. I'm not sure what my timing is going to be out, but I want to at least sit with the albums before I give a song by song review. And I've sat with Lisa album. As you guys can see, I own it, and I have a lot to say about this project, good and a little bit of bad. Well, not bad, just some critiques. So I've given myself a criteria for my reviews. It's kind of my way of trying to get out of the biased preference mindset, and I try to look at it from the perspective of my experience as a singer-songwriter, former studio vocalist, performer within the industry. I set a criteria, and there's 3 things I pay attention to in particular: vocal performance, album production, and group or artist identity. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to be focused on. As far as vocal performance, those are things like delivery, emotive expression, diction, as well as range, agility, those type of things. But those are all unique to every different artist. So vocal performance is just one small part of what I look at. Album production. Album production is all entailing of the order of songs, that vocal arrangement, songwriting, all the things that go into the production of each individual song. I won't go too much in depth on all of this. I'm gonna give kind of like a brief thing on every song, but I am listening to that when I'm doing my critique. Last but not least, and what usually changes the score completely for me on my actual reviews, is group or artist identity. How does this sell this person's artistry, and how this actually fits in the landscape of both K-pop and mainstream music? So with that said, let's get into the album. So the album opens up with Born Again, featuring Ray and Doja Cat. I have to say that this is a beautiful song and composition. Ray did an amazing job writing this song, so shout out to her for doing that. I do think Lisa opens up the song really well. The stripped down production, introducing her voice at the top of the album, in hindsight is a good idea, even though I would have changed the order completely. Opening with this song would have been a good idea if Lisa didn't surrender the song to the features. And what I mean by that, that was the beginning of the song, the first verse leading into the chorus. There was a great like weaving between Lisa and Ray, because you can tell throughout the verses that it is Ray and some of the backing vocals. It's not until Doja enters the song and hijacks it when you realize that Lisa is a bit out of her league. Doja Cat is so defined in her artistry, and the moment she enters the song, the vibe, the energy, everything about that song changes, and she completely owns it. And it doesn't help that she stretches from her singing to rapping so gracefully. We know what Doja Cat does. We love her here. And the other thing is, after Doja Cat, Lisa goes on in this song to surrender the complete bridge to Ray. There should have been some vocal play and weaving of Lisa's voice in that bridge. I think it was a missed moment, and again, it made Lisa seem out of her league with these vocalists. And we're not asking for magic on the stage, but in the studio, it could have been better produced in a way to make Lisa shine just as much as the other vocalists. So besides that, amazing song, Born Again. Rockstar is the most identifiable to Lisa from Blackpink. The sound is exactly who she is from their group. It's a marriage between her group and her solo artistry. It's the perfect song for Lisa. I think the production of the song and the vocal arrangement, everything about the composition of the song suited her very well. One of the strongest songs in sense of artistry when it comes to Lisa. I think there were very wise choices in the production of this song. The Tom Impala sample that was also recorded by Rihanna just bringing in that nostalgia and kind of association to Lisa's artistry. The movements throughout the song were very good. Lisa delivered well, both rap and vocally. She is a very strong rhythmic performer. So I will say that this is one of the stronger songs on the album, Rockstar, Elastigirl. As soon as this song came on, I was like, this that one. This is the one for me. Oh my gosh. There's something about minimal production that fits so well with Lisa. I think that Lisa has, again, that knack for rhythmic music. And I think it's an easier sell on her vocally when she does music like this. One of the top contenders for the best song on the album, because this is the type of aesthetic, superficial song an artist like Lisa can really carry. So that thing that comes out a little playful, a little cringy, a little like quirky, that thing really works for Lisa and her vocal delivery. So Elastigirl for me, I think, I don't know, it may be because when I listen to albums, you think about the songs that you love that are the favorite, then there's the one that really suit the artist. And I think Elastigirl is just a song that really suits Lisa as an artist as far as her vocal strengths and what she can do musically. And them lyrics get a little bit raunchy. I see you, girl. Really good song on the album, Elastigirl. Thunder. The way I love the composition of the song. So let me tell you, this is when the real criticism starts coming in for me. I love this song, and this song has so many strong moments in it. The opening of the song draws you right in. It's immediately magnetic, and you want to know where the song is going to go. It's very attractive, and then her vocals come in, and you're a tad bit disappointed at first. I'm not gonna lie. You're a tad bit disappointed, and then not far into those vocals, she grabs you, and you hear this filter on her voice that's given like the illusion of heaviness. Because the problem and the mistake that they continue to make with Lisa is try to give her songs that are heavy. She is not vocally heavy enough to push some of these songs out and make them be as convincing. So this song and composition is amazing. The pre-hook is so strong, and again, her delivery on this pre-hook is perfection. And then the I guess it's the hook, that moment where there's like breaks in the music and she's just kind of making like emotive sounds, very strong. I just think that, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get to the point because this has been getting longer than I thought, because I love this song so much, but I do hear some audible issues in the approach to Lisa's vocals in the music. If they put more airy vocals instead of that growl that they're trying to convince us is happening with that filter, I think that this would have sold a little bit better. With all that said, I still really love this song. I still really love this song. Thunder, New Woman. Every time I hear this song, I think about the missed opportunity. You have an artist speaking Spanish on a song, and you decide as a Thai girl in a Korean group not to speak neither Thai or Korean on a song. Such a missed opportunity for Lisa. And in the production, there's so many moments where she could have done that. Again, this is one of those songs that I just think is just really good. But it seems the production choices continue to surrender the songs to the feature. In this song, the beat completely switches when they introduce Rosalia. It's a completely different vibe and moment. And within that vibe and moment, there's no Lisa. I do think that they have very complementary vocals. And outside of those notes, I really enjoyed this song. But I think that this song was a missed opportunity. Rosalia did an amazing job. Lisa, for me, the verses were so interesting. And like I said, something about that sweet and seductive thing sells better than Lisa trying to push out heaviness and grit. She just doesn't really have it. So for me, this is another strong song on the album, besides the fact that it's missing identity in a way. because it is about her accepting who she is completely and becoming a new woman because of it. And all those things are all encompassing of you. So it's kind of hard for me to listen to this song and not think like, Lisa, why didn't you just... Anyway, love this song, New Woman. F Up the World featuring Future. One of the strongest songs on the album. I think that people like rag on Lisa quite a bit about her rapping. But in this song, Lisa demonstrates that she does have the ability to give range and cadence and vocal tonality. And it kind of pisses me off because what she demonstrates in this song, she kind of like doesn't do any other songs. She goes back to that same old typical Lisa thing. But in this song, she's really, where I said it feels like an illusion of heaviness, this song was actually able to capture a little bit of that heaviness that I feel is often missing with a La Lisa rap performance. That whatever Lisa, I don't know what you was going through when you recorded F Up the World, but you got into it. Rapunzel featuring Meg Thee Stallion. So I do like this song. I have some issues though. I think it's just stripped down enough to showcase Lisa and her charisma. But it feels to me like she didn't sit with Megan when coming up the song. And sometimes collaborations need the energy of the artist to be exchanged in some way to make the song more sellable. So this is a good song, but that's kind of the note that I have. And I have the same criticism about the missed opportunity of inputting some parts of herself as an Asian artist, whether it's saying money in Korean or Thai in this song. Like the stripping completely that identity of who you are, it is a little bit. And I was listening to the album hoping that moment would come up, and it just didn't. And I think this song was another missed opportunity for that to happen. Other than that, you know, that's money. I be listening to this song. I like this song. Okay, Rapunzel. Moonlit Floor. One of the strongest songs on the album. May not be your favorite, may not be the best, but it's the strongest song on the album because it's exactly in the pocket where Lisa is the strongest. It's seductive, it's sweet, it's aesthetic. I do feel like this song should have had the Doja Cat feature. I love Doja and Born Again, but again, I feel like she stole that song completely. I think that this song kind of is in the pocket of Say So and other songs that Doja has done, and I think this would have been a better feature placement for Doja Cat. And the nostalgia that comes with the song, Sixpence None the Richer, this song was everywhere in the mid-90s, and I mean everywhere. So I think it was a great production choice to put this song on this album and for Lisa to cover this. Moonlit Floor, amazing song. When I'm With You featuring Tyler. I think this song is exactly what it should be. I think they both have similar qualities. Tyler is way more refined in her vocal skill set, and she handles a lot of the melodic, more silky, soulful parts of the song. And Lisa presents herself as Lisa in the song. I think that this is a really strong song. I really don't have many notes about this song. It's groovy, it's R&B. Lisa hasn't done much R&B. I think it's a good song on the album. I would have loved to see this as one of the leading singles because I think right now Tyler is having a moment, and this is something completely different from what Lisa has put out before. Love this song, When I'm With You. Bad Girl. I'm gonna be honest, this song immediately gets on my nerve. It was hard for me to even like give you guys this critique. I don't know why this song like immediately. Oh my gosh, shut up. You hear a lot of this generic kind of sound around K-pop, so I guess it was reminiscent of the stuff that kind of irritates me in the K-pop landscape already. I just think it feels try hard. It feels, like I said, generic. It feels loopy. Definitely an album filler. Every album has one of them songs where you're like, I'm just not into it, and that is this song for me, Bad Girl, Lifestyle. I absolutely love this song. Immediately, when it first I was like, wait a minute, this is about to be something a little different, and then it comes in with that drive, and you hear the recognizable lyrics from Rockstar in this song, and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, so it's a play off what we've already heard from Lisa, and there's her with a completely different energy from Rockstar, and it's so Lisa. The production on the song is amazing. The layering of her voice, it makes it sound rich and resonant, and anthemy and strong. There's a lot of things, good things in this song, and I think it's a very strong song on the album. I wish that was presented as a dual release with Rockstar at the beginning of this project. I think that would have been a great showcase of the different sides of Lisa, to give more of a surface introduction to the alter ego concept. I think that would have been like amazing to have like a dual release where you have and you introduce what maybe Speedy and Roxy or something, what the alter egos. I think that would have been amazing. But I do think the song is really strong. I love the pre-chorus in this song. Yeah, Lifestyle, really strong song on the album. Chill is a well-produced song. Immediately you hear the Nelly Furtado, Timbaland, Promiscuous Girl sample, and I'm like, yes, nostalgia, I hear you. I think they're really wise choices as far as what samples and things they use with Lisa. This was no different. I think it's a decent song. I think that it's stripped down enough to kind of show her charisma, and for her to showcase the things about herself that, you know, make Lisa Lisa. I just am, by this time in the album, I'm still kind of disappointed that more range and refinement isn't being showed. That Lisa kind of like, she sits in this one little vocal thing one little vocal pocket way too much. There's a reliance on a certain thing, but then again, consider who the artist is and meet them where they are. So with that said, I do think this is a really good song. Chill. Dream. I think that Dream was necessary for the album. I think Lisa wanted to show a stripped down version of herself, and here's the song. I present myself, my voice as it is. I think that confidence, again, is her highest skill set. I think this is me, this is the way I sound, and it is enough. And that's the way I'm ending the album. I do like the choice to use lyrics that are kind of still surface, that not real deep, because her voice is not so well suited for selling emotive expression. So I think that this is a good song for her basic skill set, singing voice. Lisa has not ever been known for her vocal prowess in that way, so I thoroughly enjoyed the album. I do think that Lisa presented herself pretty well. There are some issues I have with some of the production as well as her vocal performance, but overall I don't think this album was bad. But I will give my scores based off my criteria when it comes to vocal performance, considering things like emotive expression, and all the things technical with voice. I think that there were times in the album where they could have presented her vocal in a different way to make it more convincing within the song. I think that vocal arrangement choices, especially on songs with features, often dim Lisa's light. But as far as delivery, her voice is her voice. It's gonna sound how it sounds. And does she deliver her vocals? Yes. On this album, yes. As a recording artist, yes. And I am giving the recording a score, and I think that Lisa's vocals were well delivered. I do think that some of the rap lines in here were a little too punchy and came off a little bit corny, a little bit cringy. But even with that said, I think that she was able to deliver the best Lisa rap that she could give. But the songs that were more revealing were songs like Dream. And I think if I'm giving an honest score on vocal performance, I have to give her a safe 5.5 out of 10. Lisa is a very passable vocalist, but she's not a strong vocalist. She doesn't have much agility, much range. She's not a technical singer, and that's okay. But if I'm judging by my criteria based off my expectations in vocal performance in an album like this, I would give her a little bit above average, which is 5.5. Album production could have fixed a lot of that, like changing the way that she attacks certain lines, trying not to make her have this faux grit with these filters on her voice, but to tap more into that airiness, that lightness that her vocal is able to give more convincingly, I think would have been important. I do think that in most of the songs with features, Lisa is outperformed, and that is a production responsibility. I think that the order of songs, I wouldn't have opened up this album with Born Again. I would have totally opened it up with Lifestyle or Rockstar, or both of the songs at the top. I think those are very strong songs that are very representative of Lisa. That's where I would have started. Otherwise, the mixing and mastering is good. I just think that there could have been a few different choices. Vocal arrangement is good. Their backing harmonies. I think this album had a lot of good things in the production. I think the more awareness of what Lisa can give convincingly in vocals was the responsibility of the production. So with that, the production was pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a 6.8. Last but not least, my artist identity score. I think that regardless to all my critiques, this album is a great representation of who Lisa is. She is a girl who wants to do it all. Whether you enjoy it or not, she's a girl who wants to do it all. She's a girl who is all over the place and confident. So for those people who follow Lisa, who love Lisa for what she gives in Blackpink, this album serves you well. But for those who are lying in wait, probably looking for the flaws, this album probably gave you a lot of things to nag and drag about. But what the album did do was put eyes on her. A lot of eyes. And I think sometimes your haters boost your relevance. And I think Lisa has done a great job presenting herself overall. I think her artist identity is intact. I think that she is moving smart. I think that the album is representative of a girl who wants to do it all. Maybe it needs refinement, but it's definitely just representative of a girl all over the place that wants to do it all. And I can identify with that. I get Lisa. So for artist identity, I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10. Giving this album an overall score of 6.7. Again, artist identity saves the score for another album reviewed by me, Yaza. I think that sometimes you just got to meet artists where they are. This isn't the best album, but I don't think it's the worst either. I think that there's a lot of fun moments that you can enjoy on this album if you just get out of your way and out of your bias. And that is my song by song review of Lisa. Woo! I have to soak in Jennie's album. I'll be back soon with my G-Dragon Ubermensch song by song review. I have written reviews, and you guys, the website will be up soon. for those written reviews. They're a lot more detailed, a lot more refined vocabulary, because when I get in front of this camera, I just be yapping. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would be your score? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.